You say 1 for the trouble, 2 for the time. Come on, y'all, let's rock this. You say 1 for the trouble, 2 for the time. Come on. Speech is my hammer, bang the world into shape, now let it fall.
Hey, Solony Caps here, and we got Pokemon Rijon Adventures number flippin' 6, I believe it is. Just checking out the pokes. This actually might be a widescreen episode, but I highly doubt it. I was just fiddling around a bit on the Windows Movie Maker. Yes, I still use that. Since we don't really care about Clefas, let's see if there's anything else news-wise that I could probably talk about. Let's see, Ruby, Rijon. I already have one Ruby episode recorded, just not narrated, and I felt like just doing a Rijon, just because Rijon Adventures has been a pretty sweet hack game, and even though I really don't know where to go, I'm still having a jolly good time playing it. Platinum, eventually gonna get to it. It's just like, I know it's only like probably 1 hour of gameplay, but it's still, it's 1 hour and just pain in the butt. But whatever, I'll take care of it eventually. It'll be up, because I'm like the Marines of Let's Play. I never let a Let's Play behind. I don't know, I'm not a Marine. Okay, whatever. Since it's still this Clefa chick with the Whoopers and other cute, even though Whooper's just kind of like meh, whatever. I did finish those StarCraft games. It's a lot of fun. I'm getting more into the community, so really I've been getting into that a lot more. I don't know if you guys really enjoy that, but I'm probably post like a couple of more, and if I really get some stuff, I understand. I just, want to keep you guys happy. Anyway, now that we've spent about 2 minutes about rambling about nothing, yes, a couple of bouts, I think I said too many. Anyway, static leveling up, which is good, as well as Gamora, quite good, because we usually need to get higher levels in order to complete a game, especially one that's apparently really difficult. I say that in quote unquote, though so far, I'm doing pretty good. I haven't really been in any bad situations, really, so I think everything's okay. Just killing off that slack author. It would be cool if I did have one, just because slacking is just, bro, I mean, really, slacking. It's awesome. But this is pretty much like the, Nugget Bridge, except it's like a Nugget Prairie. I don't know. But she's got a skitty. I have Ultralisk, which cannot be attracted because there are no gays or lesbians in Pokemon, but pretty sure Sulu has something to say about that. No, okay, whatever. Pretty much this whole episode is a lot of battling, so I don't know if it'll be too entertaining, but I don't care. Cactina, and I'm like, dude, why can't I have any of these sweet pokes? Probably the coolest one I have is Jolteon. That's because I actually have never used a Jolteon before, but I know they're pretty good because most people use that and Espeon. But I really wanted an Umbreon, but there's no 9-day system, so I'm like, well, that sucks. Nevertheless, defeat that chick. She was like the 4th one or something. So here's number 5, and his name is Evan. He's got a Mankey, but I really don't care about Mankeys. They're pretty fragile compared to Machops. I think they're called at first stage, and then Machops. Yeah, Machops. But I think they just have like a higher speed and maybe like a tad bit more attack. But whatever. I get the confusion, but I have piss poor luck, and I don't even get that. And he gets 2 crits because he's just that lucky. I go for the Water Pulse, kills at least. So really, all in all, I really can't complain. So yeah, running back, just fast forwarding through the wild encounters, probably what I'm gonna do, because I'm kind of lazy to edit, so I can just do one of these things where it's like, oh, well, look at that, that only took about a quarter of a second, and that saves me about 5 minutes of just having to double check to make sure I get everything. So I hope that worked with you guys, because I know the only reason I do that is just to get more of the episode in, but when I'm posting 20-minute long videos, you really can't complain. Anyway, apparently he's actually an ace in disguise who wants to battle me, and he's got a Pikachu. I'm like, dude, Voltazord for the win. He cannot touch this. I'm like a Shedinja. And I go for the Sand Tank because I like hacks. but I don't even think I get it. And he gets it because he's a double teaming evasive nude. And he goes for the T-Wave, misses, so okay, I really can't complain about that. So I'm like, alright, time to go to static to take it, and I still get paralyzed. Guess that's not how Volt Absorb works, but I see the quick attack, so I know it doesn't have, Thunderbolt unless if somehow he has a 5th move, which would probably bring a crazy element to the Pokemon game, just saying. So I'm going to fast forward through this, because I'm missing. He's confused, I'm paralyzed, it's not, it would have been kind of long and boring. That's, it's great, whatever. Now he's got an Eevee left. Well, yeah, just an Eevee left, but of course it's just an Eevee, so I'm just gonna go into Ultralisk to take the Growl, but I have Hypercut or something like, well, that sucks for you. I'll go for the Brick Break. What was it, 1 1/2, 3/4 times the cosine of x squared? Who knows? I don't care. Static levels up, which is good. Ultralisk sadly doesn't, and he's like, well, that's a wrap. And he's like, once you reach the fork in the road, take a right. And I'm like, okay, that's not very useful information. Hopefully this isn't the fork in the road, because I can only go right. So, yeah, okay, thanks, dude. But I'm like, looking around, I'm like, yeah, probably need to grab some items, so I'm going to scoot around, trying to avoid all the wild encounters, because they're pretty annoying. So I'm going to do the super fast forward, yeah, okay. And I'm like, well, it's not like I can't find the supermarket, because it's gargantuan, so I'm like, what do you have? He's like, I have Hyper Beam. I'm like, oh, okay, I don't know what I'm going to do with a Hyper Beam. Does it talk? Not much. Whatever. Okay. Buying super potions. Buying burn heals and ice heals, because you never know. It could be a random Articuno comes around and ice beams me in the face. I don't know, maybe. That would actually be really cool if you could catch the legendary birds this early. And I would, of course, get Articuno, because Articuno by far is the best, just because it's Articuno. Fast forwarding through wild encounters, because nobody. I mean, here is the maze, which really is more of just a really poorly designed hedge, because it's not really a maze. It's just a zigzaggy way to get from point A to point B, but whatever. Here's my chop. Thankfully it's raining. Good news is Gamora's Water Pulse will be doing just that extra dose of damage, which I think... Dose of damage. Interesting alliteration, I think it's called. Whatever. So it should, kill more things than it normally would. But it still doesn't kill that. I don't think I waste my time switching out. No, I'm just kidding. Of course I do. Just switching to Trilobite, because, it needs to get up there in those levels, and like Hurrya to take whatever, and he's just sporting out mud. I'm like, I think 4 times a week stab rain boosted water pulse. Well, yeah, of course it does. Probably could have killed about 5 of them, which would have been cool. So he's working hard, and of course I'm hardly working as always. Here is another dude, and he wants to see how tough I am with playing a children's card game. So I'm gonna fight Wayne. And he's got a nose pass, which I'm like, nose pass. I don't like nose passes. I don't know. They just always, I don't know what they were snorting when they thought, yes, a big-nosed rock Pokemon, yes, and let it evolve with pubes. Yes, genius. Whatever. I tackle it because, of course, it lives with some trigonomic function that would equal to 1, like sine of pi over 2. I don't know. I don't know. I can't think of it out of my head. Anyway, Grab and Bite, which is might actually keep, because 1, Dark type is special, and Gamora being a Wartortle, eventually Blastoise, will be definitely more specially based, just with how it normally does, because it's not like I can EV train. Well, I guess I could, but that'd be a pain in the butt. Anyway, here's a Bayleaf. Normally Foxy Lady would have been able to take care of this thing, very easily, but, it is raining men, hallelujah, and of course I misclicked the roar. I guess of course I didn't really want to deal with a Bayleaf, and my Embers are hardly doing anything. Goes for the Poison Power, which is just annoying. I do have an antidote, but the fact of the matter is, since I have 40 HP, it'll only be doing 5 damage, and he only has Razor Leaf as an attack move, and that does 5 damage. So that leaves me with like a couple more turns to hit Ember, and it's like Razor Leaf and I'm burning him up, and it's interesting. I'm poisoned, which is kind of gruesome, but whatever. We don't care. Pokemon is serious business anyway, so he does like an extra chunk of damage, which is kind of scary, because I'm gonna die if this doesn't kill, but luckily it does. So yeah, Foxy Lady gets a couple of more XP just from leveling up, learns Will-O-Wisp. I'm like, yes, please. I will take that easily over Tail Whip, keeping more just in case. So yeah, hopefully we can use that Will-O-Wisp to our advantage in some near future. Wink. I actually don't know if I don't even think I use it in this episode. Whatever. Healing up, everyone, because I think we're only about halfway through the episode and through this maze. And I grabbed Cut, so a good thing I didn't miss that one. Maybe it would have been better if I was given that, or I would have completely missed it. So, we're ready for double luck. Here's a Kelsey who's bragging about her boyfriend, but she's probably like 7th grade and just learning how to give head. So honestly, I really don't care about her sexual life. Depends. Whatever. Water pulse to the face. Lives it. And yes, that was my elbow horribly slamming onto the table in just disgust on how many times this happens to me. And thankfully my laptop is actually uninjured from that massive elbow strike to its dashboard. I don't know, it doesn't, whatever. Yeah, I don't know, it's just, yeah, I just know. Continuing, Nidoran female dies to that, even though I'm like almost 100% positive that Nidoran female is more defensive. So, honestly, I don't know. Here's this dude, he's like, I'm definitely gonna win, because my name is Knob. I'm like, hey, it's Knob, but normally he's a karate dude. I'm not sure why. Maybe that was just his favorite, but whatever. He's got a Geodude. I'm sure the developer, translator, what the heck Knob does, would be proud to own a Geodude in the rain. Aw, yeah. But whatever. They're not really even hikers. I mean, they're in the middle of a tranquil garden and rain forest type thing. They're more of just wanderers, more like nomads than hikers. That'd be cool. Nomad Knob. Interesting. Whatever. Geodude. Trilobite is about to level up. So like switcheroo. Gamora takes the rock throw quite handily. And yeah, of course this water pulse can kill. No doubt about that. And what is next? Trilobite levels up, which is good, because I need that. And I'm like, Geodude, I think I know. I keep on switching because no XP share is probably like, I don't know where it is. If someone naturally knows where it is, that'd be lovely to tell them. But since this is based off of Fire Red and Leaf Green, it's probably going to be a pain in the butt to get. I'd probably have to get like 30, 40 pokes just to get it, which is ridiculous, but whatever. What's up? Water Pulse, question mark. Kills it, so I'm like, okay, that works. Nearly leveled up. Sadly, I don't. But here's this other dude, and he's like, I'm a cool guy. I got a girlfriend. I'm like, whatever, Miles, you wish. She's probably gonna just for the Houndour, because that's pretty cool, but anyone named Miles doesn't even deserve it. Whatever. I'm not even afraid of the Houndour, so I'm like, Ultralisk, you can take Embers like nobody's business, at least now in the rain. And I know I can 1-hit KO with a Brick Break, because, you know, Dark Fire and anything dark sure has sexy typing, but can't take a Brick Break to the face. Cannot. Here's Snakes. That's really all I have to say. I just switched into Ultralisk, even though Poison is super effective against me. I'm pretty sure. Honestly, I can't tell you. I'm not really good with the Poison Grass Bug Ghost thing. Whatever. Vice Crit. Take it out quite handily. Get a useless crit, which would have been nice the turn before, but whatever. And he's like, oh darn, with his little red tie and his shorts in the rain. He's probably going to catch a cold. Serves him right for a name like Miles. And now here's Livinia, which I think is a third world country next to Yugoslavia. So that's interesting that they decided to name it, but I guess representing, yeah, I'm sure they have a fantastic soccer team. I'm just gonna change the subject. There goes the Zagoon. Didn't think I would see one of those here, but hey, what do you know? Just surprises around every corner. Lotad. So we're really starting to see more of a third gen influence in this game, which is cool because anything third gen isn't cool, but the fact that it's in first gen makes it cool. Yeah, that sentence was perfectly developed. Yeah, Trilobite levels up. Ultimus doesn't. Here's a Centret, aka a Dustbuster. Oh, how cute is it? Even though he's got a big old bullseye around his chest, just asking for a karate chop. Enjoy that. But she's like, no race here. I'm like, yeah, I know. It'd be nice if you could just remove the coat. It's like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Except, of course, she doesn't have red hair. She has blue, which is whatever. Here's these guys like caramel dancing. I don't even want to know, so I'm like timing it perfectly, and they just decide to have an epileptic seizure, and she's like, "I'll marry you." I'm like, "Oh, okay. I mean, you're pretty okay, fine. I will take it. Definitely worse. I mean, it's not like I'm marrying someone with the name quality of Calvin. I'm not gonna let that go. I cannot. I just don't. Calvin. Oh, what a hideous name. Whatever. Decides to double team on my one static and now Ultralix, so I'd take probably 4 damage, to be honest. And I get Poison Point just by one attack, 30%, whatever, I'll take it. He just focuses his energy, she just scratches, so really no harm, no foul. I know I can easily 3-hit KO that Nidorina with whatever I'm doing and just kill that Nidorino with a Dark Pulse, Water Pulse. And Gamora finally lifts up, which is good. Tries to growl, but of course doesn't affect Ultralist because Hyperkata, which is good. And Vice Grip, Water Pulse for the lols, and there we go. And even Static levels up a bit, so everyone's just getting good XP. So yeah, she's also in like a. I mean, geez, don't you think they should be? The only one that seems to be properly dressed for such a thing is probably the hikers / nomads and the parasol girl, because she has a freaking umbrella, not running around in a short skirt. Whatever, I guess they're under trees, but whatever. Here's May. I'm like, well, it's not my birthday till about a month, but hey, this is fine. But no, she's just upgrading my freaking Pokedex. But whatever. Now I have national view, so now I can probably see those Lotads and those Tricos and other debauchery such as that. So she was talking about how I don't even care. Talking to the police because hate for them to get on my bad side. And what happened to Officer Jen? I miss her. I wouldn't mind a little cuff action a little bit around in these games, but whatever. Accidentally running this guy. Didn't want to. I just want to get to the next town because apparently there's going to be some fork in the road, and I think this is the fork in the road, even though I can't even go left. So the secret useful advice given was pointless. Plus I got it from A. Plus I got it from the sign. Plus it's obvious just from walking around. Okay, whatever. So turns out his super amazing hints and would have been awesome if I accidentally made the wrong turn. I just died because there had been nothing but level 90 stuff. That would actually be really hardcore. It would suck, but it would be hardcore, and you'd be like, man, I need to take this game seriously. Anyway, Swablu is going to put me to sleep. I'm like, I ain't having none of that. I don't know who you think you are, Swablu. Sacré Swablu. And I'm just gonna smack you in the face. And it seemed to work pretty nice. And everyone's just like, darn. It's a little tiny miniature fist pump where they just kind of twitch. And he's like, you can't go in here. And I'm like, but okay. So finally we're in the new town. I probably need to do some laundry. I'm probably soaked, and not in the good way. And there's the Cool Kids Clubhouse. Always nice to see that the local KKK is around. Going down here, but I see some guy walking in place, and I'm like, ooh, looks like a weird place to me. So, healing at super speed. And here's the gym. Named Lily, the Ice Maiden. So I'm like, aw, yeah, I get to dig this, but whatever. Thanks for watching. Interesting. Rijon, number 6. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Peace.